Hey everyone, today I'm back with my design team project for the Bleeding Art Challenge. I will have a link to the blog in the description box below and hope to see you guys join in on the challenge. So I'm going to start with this hexagon canvas. It's a canvas panel, super thin. And I'm just going to cover the entire piece with gesso from Liquitex. And I apologize in advance. My voice is terrible. I'm getting sick again. I'm also going to use some DecoArt crackle paste. I'm going to cover the entire piece with the gesso, and I had a cat hair. Dry that up, and then I'm going to go in with the DecoArt crackle paste. And I'm just going to focus mostly on the edges because I have something that I'm going to put in the middle for my focal piece. I'm going to use this arch shutter from Prima, and I'm just kind of lining it up there to see. Crackle paste is like gold in my studio, so as much as I want to use it all, the least amount, if I can save a little, I'm going to save a little. So then I let that dry naturally, which, as you all know, I have no patience for dry time. But luckily I had some errands to run today, so I stepped away and let it dry naturally. And I think you get the best cracks when you let it dry naturally as opposed to using your heat tool. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac and adhere the shutters to the canvas. And then I'm going to use my Ken Oliver Color Burst in Burnt Umber, Merlot, and Sepia. And I'm just going to sprinkle them around the edges of the canvas. And I really was trying not to get it on those shutters, but you know how powder is. It ends up everywhere. And then when you spray it with water, it just sprays everywhere. So some of it got on the shutters. But you know what? In the end, like, I was actually digging it because I think it added a little more like rustic, worn down look to the shutters. So I'm just sprinkling the powder, the color burst, and spraying with water till I'm happy with the color results. And then I'm just going to ink up the edges with some Distress ink in Vintage Photo, I believe it is. I thought that it needed to be just a little bit darker around the edges. And then I'm using my like mop-up rag to just kind of wipe that into the grooves a little. And then I have this chip quote from Tim Holtz that says, "Love this life." And I'm going to attach that to the top of the canvas with the Fabri-Tac. And I wanted to make sure that when you close the shutters that you could still see it. And then I have some Tim Holtz Ideology Small Talk stickers that says, "Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful." And I really was going back and forth on what to add to the inside of these shutters. But I guess I just ended up wanting to keep it super simple. And so I just cut up the quote, and then whatever Distress ink I have on my blender, I'm just going to go around the edges with that a little bit. And now I'm going to go in with some flowers. Most of them are from Prima. Lots of different lines. And this one is from my paper studio. And I'm just going to add flowers in a couple sections on the canvas. I'm not going to make you sit and watch through me adding adhesive to each flower and each leaf because that gets boring after a while. But I'm just using my Fabri-Tac to adhere them. And then that's it, guys. I'll do a slow-mo so you can see through, and there'll be some stills in the end. Again, I will leave a link to the blog in the description box below, and hope to see you guys join in on the challenge. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye.